Today we are talking about the things that are going on in the Marvel Universe and the difference between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Hello, and welcome to Beer League Benchwarmers, the podcast where we're on the bench of the Minnesota Vikings who decided not to show up today. Yay! I'm Sean, as joined by Jake, Kyle, and Rick. Welcome to our podcast, guys. Thanks for having us.
Hey,
Kyle's back.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's nice to be back in my hometown.
Guest?
Oh no, Jake froze.
Jake froze.
Oh no,
we're gonna have some technical issues this episode.
Jake,
it's mostly just
Jake.
Any
of that?
Nope. It's mostly just Jake pausing. It won't affect the episode at all.
You guys, I was like, I'm frozen. I'm fucking. It's a good thing because I was motherfucking everything. Motherfucking Wi-Fi.
You didn't hear my monologue.
I believe it was good.
It was very good.
I was trying to I can't even hurt.
Change my life.
My laptop. There's no spot for an Ethernet.
You have no Ethernet cable in yours? Either do I.
Oh. So it fucking blows. I'm stuck. Before this episode, after the last time I was frozen, it was fine for 10 minutes, and now I gotta deal with this shit again.
What the fuck? All right, guys. Well, hopefully we don't have too many technical difficulties today. But you know how we like to discuss on this show a lot. We're all big Marvel fans. And since really the last time we talked about Marvel, we had some decent movies and TV shows and whatnot come out. So we can kind of dive in. I've only caught up on one of them. I haven't really been too in depth on the other ones that have come out. So I've seen Black Widow. That's all I've seen. So I'm going to rely on you guys a little bit on this segment.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of shows have come out. Like 2 movies, 2 shows, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us, Chick? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going through my crap right now, and I think I know why it was freezing. I had a setting on it. Just didn't need to be on.
There you go. Hopefully that's.
I hope that's it.
Me too.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
had
I was really distracted with trying to do my IT process.
No worries. If we can get her corrected, we're good with that.
Okay.
Get the Beer League Benchwarmers back.
Did you guys know I can get rid of my face wrinkles? Or I can get really old. This is just my normal face now. Anyways.
What is a setting on your computer?
It's a Zoom setting. It's touch up my appearance.
I noticed was that I got dumber in that 15 seconds of life.
Also, I'm curious. I'm not going to rely on it too much, but I'm curious if these show up, like these little things.
Yep.
No, for the recording, we'll see.
Oh,
there's a little smiley face up in my corner. I'm not going to rely on it just in case it doesn't show up.
It's in the other corner, Kyle.
It's in this corner?
Mm-hmm.
Mine.
Now it's gone.
It's gone now.
Ugh.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm just happy not frozen.
Yeah, right. I know. I don't want to fuck with too much shit and fuck up the whole thing. So
yeah. You know what? Let's fuck with Jake. Everybody run your high tech shit.
Yeah.
Everybody freeze. All right. So
I can't stand still.
I thought you were...
All right. So let's talk about do you want to talk about Black Widow first, since you have probably something to say, Sean?
Yeah, so, sure.
Just recap, Sean, you are only caught up on Black Widow?
Yes. I have not seen What If. I have not started Hawkeye, and I have not seen Shang-Chi yet. Which I do plan on seeing Shang-Chi.
Or Eternals.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I forgot about Eternals. So there's 3 movies.
I would say for me, I am as caught up as possibly can, except for Eternals. I'm caught up to the latest episode of Hawkeye, which this episode is being recorded December 5th. So I think that's the third episode you're able to watch. Yeah, I have not seen Eternals, and I will be seeing Spider-Man.
I am in a boat that is similar to the boat that Jake's in.
Don't be. Mine gets frozen a lot.
Okay.
It's stuck on the lake.
But yeah, just for viewers or listeners, there will be spoilers. We have no respect for keeping discussion spoiler free.
You know, Rick doesn't.
Ricky doesn't.
Rick will give you a whole movie and then, spoiler alert. No, it's already over.
Do you guys know Bruce Willis? Bruce Willis was actually the ghost. Oh, spoilers.
Oh, did you know I had never seen that movie?
Yeah,
I've never watched Sixth Sense because I knew about it. It's like,
Did you
okay,
guys-
it's over.
Did you guys know that the guy that shot him is Mark Wahlberg's brother? It's Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh,
I never knew that until I rewatched it. I'm like, oh,
Donnie, my boy.
New Kids on the Block.
I'm
New
walking
Kids
here.
on the Block. We got a lot to slip. Chinese food makes me Nick. I don't know them very much.
Who?
I will say, out of all the boy bands, they were the ones I knew about the least.
Yeah, because they're too early for us. They're the late 80s.
Yeah.
I
That's
know
like
about the Eagles.
Yeah,
I
but
know about the Beatles. Those are decades.
but we weren't into boy bands when we were.
I'm still into boy bands.
I mean, sure. I mean, but those are boy bands that we grew up with. We didn't grow up. New Kids on the Block was pretty much dead when we were.
They did.
Oh.
They still
Anyways.
toured. All right, back on top.
Black Widow. All right.
This is why we go longer than an hour, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. All right. So I got notes about all the movies I've seen, so I can be critical and stuff. If you guys want to talk about it first, so we can.
I was gonna say, let's do one at a time briefly. What our feelings are, what we liked, what we didn't like
Okay.
on each movie. There's no, just do kind of a round table for each one. So
Well, I'll start with
haven't
Black
seen-
Widow.
Yeah, let's do Black Widow. That's the one we all have watched.
Mhm.
What are our feelings on it? What did we like? What didn't we like?
Oh, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I love your opinion the most, Kyle.
Should I read from my notes? All right.
I didn't take notes. I'm a coward.
I was like sitting on the toilet for a long time, and I was like, I want to do something productive. So I put my thoughts
Sitting on the toilet.
sitting on the toilet.
One out,
Yeah.
two in. One out, two in.
Nope. No, I don't know what you're doing, but it seems inappropriate.
Yeah. Well, one turd comes out, you stick two fingers in.
You gotta swish them around, make sure it's clean, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's like-
So Black Widow. It's the story of a family. Wait, I got a bit. I've got a bit. There's a bit. Okay. So Black Widow is about a family whose life gets turned upside down
Oh my god.
because it turns out they're Russian spies and stuff. And yeah, and one of them is Black Widow, and they grow up and all have mental health issues and stuff, and then they reconvene and save the day. But yeah,
I should
so
have
my
known that. To say, I should have known that his bit was going to be something goofy like that. When here initially, I was like, he's got a bit about fingering somebody's asshole, but it doesn't. It's about the movie.
Yeah,
I should have known better.
I got a bit.
yeah.
I got a bit.
Yeah, continue, Kyle.
All
my bad.
I was gonna say was you're gonna next time you're pooping, you're gonna think of that song. One comes out, two comes in.
I
Yeah.
don't think I will. Believe
Yes,
it or
you
not.
will.
All right.
I think about you when I'm pooping though.
Thank you.
Because you wipe from the back to the front. You don't go behind. You
That's
said
how I
that in an
wipe,
earlier
too.
episode.
Yeah, that's how I.
I don't
work.
even
that?
know if that's true, but
Go,
okay,
like,
I'll
underneath
take your
your
word for it.
legs.
I put my
Get in.
foot above my head.
You could play that. It'd be amazing. Anyways, yeah, Black Widow. Yeah, parenting done right.
But yeah, so the beginning scene was really cool, and it was very moody, and it was like an old timey 80s spy movie. It was kind of cool. And then the rest of the movie had absolutely nothing to do with that at all. And the tone was so inconsistent. It was so weird. There was, let's see what I got written. It seemed like they combined 2 or 3 movies with completely different tones. And there was superhero spy stuff, giant set pieces, and then weird family comedy stuff from like the Incredibles-esque genre with like the family comedy heroes. And but I did like Yelena and Alexei, the Florence Poe and David Harbour. I can remember names if I read them down. It's pretty cool. But yeah, they were both. I thought they were both pretty good though. They're the new Black Widow lady and the Walker guy. Oh my god, the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah, he played the dad.
What's his character? The Red something.
Alexei, the Red. I don't know actually.
The Red Star or the Crimson something. I forgot his name.
Okay. But yeah, I came in expecting like Shades of Grey, like we should do the right thing. We should kill that person, but then we'll have to live with the results. But it didn't do anything like that, which is fine. It doesn't have to be that way, but it was just really strange how tonally inconsistent the movie was for me, at least. But yeah, I liked it overall though. I think it was fun. Oops. All right, that's all I got for that. Anyone else have thoughts?
It was all right. I agree with Kyle. It was kind of all over the place. I thought the dialogue was good. There was a lot of like funny parts with them, fucking around. But yeah, it was a strange. I think that a lot of the fighting and the action was way fucking over the top. Wasn't really necessary. Like it wasn't like them fighting on top of pieces of a satellite or whatever the fuck it was that they were floating on down to the ground.
The freaking castle in the sky.
Yeah, a lot of it was way over the top and unnecessary. But yeah, it was unfortunately, I mean, it was a pretty forgettable movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of all that I got on that movie.
I forgot the rest of it.
Huh?
I just feel like it was all forced. It's like, all right, you don't have to force another a female superhero. Like they do succeed. Captain Marvel, I thought was I loved that movie a lot more than I ever thought I would. But like this one, it's like, I don't know. Like the fans were sad that Black Widow's gone. So like, oh, we gotta give them another taste of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was a fine send off. Like you didn't have to force this one in here, especially because it doesn't coincide with the timeline at all.
No,
like, we're moving forward, and now we have to go back to, before Infinity War, really.
Yeah, this is just after Civil War.
Yeah. So it was a pretty good leap back in the actual storyline. Where like Captain Marvel's obviously a really far leap back, but it really didn't impact this timeline. You didn't have to think like, when is this? Is it?
Yeah, but also Captain Marvel was to introduce a character. Where this wasn't. It was just a story. I thought that it was going to be actually set back like when they opened and they were kids. I thought it was going to be more about that, like her becoming the Black Widow, but it really wasn't. And then it's like it had nothing to do with Budapest, which is what they always talk about between her and Hawkeye. Nothing to do with that. Yeah.
Like, oh, this is our safe house in Budapest. It's Budapest. It's Budapest. And
it's Budapest.
I'm arguing back and forth. It's like, I don't care. We all know what. Like Kyle reminds us, it's Budapest.
That's what they call it. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like it was such an iconic moment in the first Avengers movie when they were talking about Budapest, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah, this is it." Oh,
they
cool.
they did it all in like not even flashbacks, just like telling the story of what happened. They're like, we scouted this building and blew it up.
Yeah,
barely, and they still barely did it. It's like, okay, that was Hawkeye and all this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it was all over the place. The acting was fine. The Red Guardian is the guy's name.
That's his name, yes.
And yeah, I enjoyed the comedy parts. I thought that was the more interesting parts of it. like her slamming her face against the desk. All right.
Forgot
Yeah.
about
It could
that.
ruin her sense. To
You're
just
too weak, you
attach
couldn't-
the nerve.
Yeah, this is how I beat you. Oh! So
The
it
freaking
was okay. It was not the worst.
No.
It was not Dark World, but it was far from. It was in the bottom half. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sean?
I didn't mind it at first. I like the Red Guardian. I'd like the aspect that he was supposed to be like Captain America's, like technically his rival. And I
In his
kind of
mind.
would like a little bit more of a backstory on him. Would be kind of cool. But the whole aspect where she's like, the guy's still alive. I killed him and I blew up the building and yada yada yada. And okay, take us to the Red Room. I was thinking, the Red Room's gonna be this crazy fortress in like the heart of Moscow, not some fucking floating satellite that looks like it's from 007 from 2002 or fucking 1990. Like, come on, like.
But
the
that's
fuck
a
is
comic
this?
book thing. Like, that's such a comic
flying
book.
castle.
Age of Ultron is a flying country.
Yeah, flying city. Yeah,
So
But
yeah, I agree. It's corny and it's cheesy, and it seems like you're dipping into the well too many times with that. But it's stuff, especially he didn't die.
right.
Like Age of Ultron's still alive. They
Yeah.
show him in the first Spider-Man movie, so like he's still alive. But then it's like, oh my god, he didn't die. It's comic books.
Mhm.
Nobody ever dies. They'll bring back Tony Stark somehow.
Probably. I heard a rumor that he was going to be the voice in the head of the next Iron Man or something. I've probably heard it on this podcast. I don't know.
This is, all the good information.
Yeah.
What else, Sean? Sorry.
I liked Yelena. She's cool. She's kind of a badass. She's a little.
She was funny.
She's hot. Yeah, we'll go with
Yeah.
that.
Suffocate me with his eyes. He breathes through her pussy to stay alive.
Nope. Moving on.
And what was the one thing that I didn't mind, like just the corny aspect of it. Or the one part, I mean, this shit freaks me out in general, but when he's in prison and he's arm wrestling the guy and he breaks his arm, I'm like, no. I'm like, I can't watch that part. But yeah, I didn't mind it. Definitely was not what I thought it was going to be. But
I think the biggest thing was Black Widow didn't go through a big character arc. She was just as like empathetic and stuff at the end. She didn't really go through any changes or anything. And then for her being the main character, I don't know. That was my biggest complaint, I think.
oh, I just would have liked to seen more along the lines of her going from being a Russian badass, Russian bad spy to becoming a SHIELD agent. Like,
That would
show
be
us
cool.
that story. Like, where
Yeah.
that started, because we
It
know
was
that
a
she.
backstory that needs more backstories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Red Guardian, I would be fine with a Red Guardian backstory. Black Widow, it didn't even do the Black Widow backstory, which I don't know if it necessarily was supposed to be a black backstory, but it went backwards, so it should be. And
Exactly.
it's like you said, yeah, the Red Room, her as a child, whatever. Like all that stuff would be cool.
I remember the trailer showing there was like a young Black Widow in training and doing, like, there was a scene, I thought it was the trailer where like she had, it was the whole process of becoming a Black Widow, and she had to like she befriended somebody and had to kill the friend. It was like her final assignment to become Black Widow was like she had to shoot her friend, and they're like 12 years old. It's like I remember seeing that on TV somewhere. It was I believe it was a trailer, and then
I know
it had
that's in Ultron. That's like her flashback.
Right. I was gonna say how much of that was a flashback that Marvel put out there to tease
Was it?
Widow.
Mhm.
And Marvel's also been known to fake trailers, like not entirety of it, but put fake information into trailers to further entice people. There's a part in the Spider-Man trailer that I have my conspiracy about, that I think it's actually says something differently. I'll get back into that later.
Also,
I know
I also had a kind of a hard time taking the Red Room seriously because I don't know, you gentlemen, if your ladies have got into the 50 Shades of Grey movies, well, the Red Room is his pleasure room. So it's like, oh, what's the Red Room to them? Sorry, I didn't need to go off.
Now that you say that, yeah, I know, but like, I think 50 Shades, it's me sitting on the opposite couch going, that's man butt, that's man butt, Just get through the man butt, the boobs, man butt. Like,
Well, stop pausing it on the man butt.
I just gotta compare it.
I have no clue what you're talking about, by the way.
1 out 2 in.
Weird transition, but not about Black Widow, but it's still about Marvel. So, do you guys remember? Has everybody here seen a decent amount, or remember a decent amount of The Walking Dead? Do you remember when they're
point?
Do you remember when they were at the prison and Rick finds that creepy lady out in the woods and she has him follow him to like her husband who's in the wood that was a walker, was just a head?
No.
Well, anyways,
But
the lady
the
lady that's plays her is the voice of Friday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Weird
Yeah, that's
career.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Anywho,
I saw it was a tie-in of something that was actors that were in The Walking Dead that are in the Marvel universe. So
Okay. That's such a weird
there's a decent amount of people.
crossover.
There is a decent amount of people that are in The Walking Dead or in the Marvel universe.
Oh.
Like there's like
speaking
probably
of zombies, what do we all think of What If?
I
I
like
don't know. Tell me.
Yes. I get the floor because I've only me and Jake have seen it. Do you want me to go through my notes?
Yes, you have notes. You're more prepared than I am.
All right.
I can't.
So
leave.
first off, the most important thing about What If is I loved making the joke. Marvel's What If we kissed under the bleachers after class? Just kidding. Unless
What?
Marvel's What If we
supposed to be in a part of the series? That's nothing. That's just Kyle's series.
That's just
Okay.
there's a meme that said like, what if we kissed in the closet? Just kidding. Unless except you just add Marvel's what to it and it becomes a branded thing. It's a licensed product.
Okay.
That's great.
Sorry, ladies. He's happily engaged. He's taken. He's not available.
Yep. My
Shockingly.
fiance. Yeah. Anyways, different show. All right. Overall I liked it though. I liked a lot of the stuff though. So I try to just say that though. I'm critical of things, but I enjoy them. I thought the first episode, oh my God, there's a cat. It's so small. Sean, where did you get that tiny cat?
Oh my God, the cat grabbed his balls.
What?
What?
Okay. So the first one set my expectations pretty low. There was lots of bad voice acting and oh Jesus, ham-fisted themes of like feminism and stuff that were not very well integrated into the plot, in my opinion. But it did get a lot better.
Is the first one where she becomes Captain America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the second episode was the one with Chadwick Boseman. There's a few of them with him, this was, as far as I know, it might have been his last work. I don't know for sure, but he wasn't a terrible voice actor. He wasn't fantastic, but compared to a lot of the other people, he was really good, which is nice. And yeah, he was
People did return for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of
that didn't like Spider-Man was not Tom Holland.
Yeah, I don't think Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man either.
No.
But yeah, they got a lot of the original cast. That was pretty cool. But they're not all good voice actors. But yeah, they had Chadwick Boseman be the guy that was Peter Quill. I forget what his superhero name is.
Star-Lord.
T'Challa still becomes Star-Lord, or it doesn't still. He's still T'Challa, but he becomes Star-Lord instead of whatever Peter Quill.
Yeah, and that was cool.
It's just a matter of different identities, career paths, I guess. Same identity, different career paths.
Yeah, and that's where they started. There was an episode about what?
That didn't make it.
Oh, really?
and they allude to it. Yeah, there.
Oh.
So there's a episode. There's a Gamora episode,
Cool.
and like in one of the and actually a couple of the episodes, she's there, and like it implies like you should know about her story, and you're just like, I don't fucking know about her story.
Okay.
But yeah, so they technically withheld an episode.
It must have been pretty bad then, or they didn't want
Yeah,
it to.
these episodes, because I don't know if we have time to really go into detail every episode.
Yeah, I know. My point was the second episode was better.
Yeah, I mean, only a couple of them really held any weight to the finale.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, I one more episode. I'm going into detail. The third one, Avengers kept dying before they were recruited, and it's where they started to really tie together. Like, hey, you know the backstory of all these characters. Let's recombine them in interesting ways. It turned out Hank Pym, his daughter got killed as an agent of Shield, and he was killing all the Avengers in revenge. It was really cool. I really liked that episode. But yeah, it was just a bunch of like stories that weren't connected until they were, and I thought that was cool too. Unexpected connection at the end. The guy who played the Watcher, I don't have that written down. Like him and stuff. He's been
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Westworld. I forget.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought each episode held its own, and then the Doctor Strange one is probably the most important one.
Oh yeah, that was
an emotional episode too.
Yeah.
But I thought the storyline was good, and somehow they're saying it's connected to the MCU, which I don't know how it is as being cartoon, but like
Yeah.
I think it has to do with the narrator. We'll just put it that way, is supposed to play a factor going into the MCU.
I could see that. Yeah. With the multiverse, they can do all kinds of stuff that's still technically canon because it happens in a different universe.
Yep.
And they had a Dude Bro Thor was great too. I just wanted to
Oh, he was
mention that.
annoying. I hated that episode too.
Fair enough.
That was such a frustrating. Like, it's like, all right, I know this is one we have to get through somehow.
But yeah, I overall
enjoyed it. I wouldn't like say once we're done with it, turn this off and then fucking hop it on. You have half hour to hour kill here and there. Go ahead, watch episode 2.
I can't fully recommend it. The animation style takes a lot of getting used to, and then I already mentioned the voice acting sometimes takes you out of it. And
I didn't
they're
notice
not
like none of that bothered me. But I don't look for it. I know you do. Like after you watch Into the Spider-Verse, you're like, man, the animation style was amazing.
Mhm.
All right, like my biggest takeaway was it was a good storyline. So it all depends if you pay attention to the animation styles attentively, like
Mhm.
you're not gonna like it. But if you're just having it on to have it on, it's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Don't have high expectations.
It didn't win awards.
Oh, and I didn't like the zombie episode at all. It was so discombobulated. I didn't actually understand what was going on.
It only made us 1% like opportunity in the season finale too. It was a small thing.
Yeah, but it was good. It was a good segue though.
Yes. Yeah, and it was all right. It was kind of a throw in for the most part.
Okay.
And then 10 Rings, you want to talk about?
Yeah, I do want to see that. Spoiler.
I will say 10 Rings, it was my Captain Marvel of this phase. I had okay expectations and exceeded them. Is it a top 5 Marvel movie to me? No, but it was still a really fun episode. As I should.
Earthquake.
I mean, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, and there's Dragon Ball references into it. So like, it holds a special place in my heart. It has a lot of connections. The end credit scene I want to talk about, like, that is probably the biggest part of the movie. And the character, I thought the character was a fun character to like connect with. I liked the backstory. I thought like briefly they talked, when they first are getting attacked on the bus, they're like, oh my god, how does he know how to do all this stuff? And he's just like, oh well, I trained for it, rather than like the typical, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm doing for this. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he actually knew it. Like it wasn't like amnesia or like a hidden soldier, whatever the hell it's called. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I would watch it again.
Yeah, I
And
probably will.
There's some subplots in that are amazing as far as subplots go for MCU.
Because of this guy.
Yeah.
Yes. And the,
Yeah, he's
and the
pretty good.
Mandalorian.
Yeah,
The
that was
real
good.
Mandalorian in my eyes.
I usually,
Or not Mandalorian,
like-
Mandarin.
Sorry.
yeah, there's
I'm
usually
seeing Star Wars fan Ricky.
there's a lot of Disney movies that have like this character is supposed to be funny and do nothing of importance, like the chicken in Moana. And
Yeah.
I usually don't like those characters, but I like the Mandarin and the Wilbur, or whatever his name is. Thought they were good.
Morris.
They were funny.
What is that? What is what? What is that? Oh, you guys can see him too?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It was a good reprisal too, because I know a lot of people had a lot of complaints about how they handled the Mandarin and
I mean,
and the
even the movie had complained about it too.
yeah it was a bit meta. So that was a cool little bone to throw to the fans. I don't know anything about this. Is my first exposure to Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. But
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, I'll go next then. I haven't seen a lot of the old kung fu movies, but I've seen some of the Jackie Chan movies, and the action was very reminiscent of that, where it's like there's funny stuff going on, there's crazy settings. Like the bus scene was awesome, the scaffolding scene was cool. There's a forest fight scene where there's a guy with super powered rings versus like an airbender. That was really cool. They all have like their own plot lines and stuff. It was cool. And I did like,
don't mean to interrupt you. Funny thing you say about Jackie Chan-esque movie. Well, apparently shooting this movie, he trained with Jackie Chan to do a lot of the stuff.
It was
There you
very
go.
Rush Hour. Like the
Was-
fighting style was very Rush Hour styled.
Yes.
yeah,
I mean,
cool.
that's Jackie Chan, I guess.
So sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, Kyle. I was just going to throw that out there.
My thunder has been stolen. Have you seen it? Sorry.
Oh, the Lord of Thunder.
He does
You
the
made
sparkle
sparkles come out of
fingers
your
thing.
fingers.
Okay. Man, I love that guy. The one in that movie,
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff
He'll be back.
Goldblum. He's great. But yeah, I really like the action, and I really like specifically the three characters. Shang-Chi, played by Simu Liu. Katie, played by Aquafina. Apparently she's an artist of some kind. She does rap or something.
Yeah, she
And-
rap.
Yeah. I just read
So
an
that's-
article saying that everybody wants her banned out of the movies. Basically because they didn't like her. Let's get over yourselves.
I thought she
I
was
didn't-
funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't to the point where it's like, get rid of her.
Yeah.
I like her better than freaking Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
She-
she the girl that was in the newest Jumanji?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can
I
IMDb.
want to say that I
Aquafina.
believe that was her. But
While
cool
you're
note,
doing that, oh, go ahead.
cool note about the actor that played Shang-Chi, that's Simu Liu. He's from a town called Erin Mills, which is a neighborhood of Mississauga, which is, just right around the corner from where we grew up, and just outside of Ontario, or in Ontario, just outside of Toronto. That's where he grew up. He
Just
used to-
outside of this town, just over the border, just outside our country, just outside this.
yeah, but it's only like not even an hour away
It's
from us.
close. It is
That's-
close.
It's pretty
Cool
cool.
thing on him is he tweeted out at Marvel years and
Years ago.
when
Yeah.
first was going like catching fire, basically saying, "Bring this in, I want to play him," and then here we are.
Bam.
playing.
Yeah. Foreshadowing.
But I said something earlier about how Marvel changed his trailers to the movie. This movie is one of them. In the trailer, when they go into the fight club, it's somebody fighting Abomination, the guy in Hulk. And then in the movie, it's not Abomination. It's some like giant sea creature thing fighting Wong from Doctor Strange.
Mm.
So it's like, it just shows like, I mean, if somebody was fighting Wong, they'd get me interested. But seeing Abomination, it's like, man, that's the first callback to the Hulk in forever, besides the General. You know,
Fake,
there's that
yeah.
whole Mr. Blue part, which I'm still waiting for him to pop up in the MCU.
Who's it?
You guys don't remember that? Mr. Blue? The guy he was like texting back
The
and
messenger.
forth.
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
he got it. He got infected
Head
by
cut
the
open
blood.
and then it like bubbles. So it's like he was being alluded to becoming something. And here we are 15 years later and still haven't gotten anything on him. I'm waiting. I'll be the first to be like, I was ready.
Everybody, you're looking for him, so everybody looks like Mr. Blue.
Yeah, that's him.
They would have to recast him because he was in the new Fantastic Four. He was the director.
Bring him in. You can bring him in. Chris Evans is a Fantastic Four too.
True.
So was the last Fantastic Four. He was the bad guy in Black Panther.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
So suck it, Sean.
No, I'm just saying, like, never mind.
So Aquafina is known for Ocean's 8, Crazy Rich Asians, and The Farewell. And apparently she's going to be in The Little Mermaid whenever that comes out.
That was not who I thought it was. I apologize.
That's all right. But yeah, I thought those two and the guy Zhu Wenwu, who was played by Tony Ling. Oh my god, I can't pronounce things. The main villain guy, the dad, he was great. He didn't have a whole lot to do, but I thought it was. I'm a sucker for villains that have good motivations, and he did. And I thought he did well with what he had to do. But yeah, I like the action, and the CG was cool too. It was one of my favorite Marvel things to come out recently, I think. Just because, like, a lot of times the Marvel movies, one of my bigger complaints is the action is okay. Lots of CG, but this one, it was like there was really cool set pieces. I liked it.
Yeah, a lot of things are gonna be CGI now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Have you seen it yet, Rick?
Yeah, I watched it. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Something that movies do whenever there's whenever there's a movie that has like creatures or things that suck out souls of the living, they always do this, and it's stupid to me, because in it, if you remember, first I was very disappointed that the Great Guardian Dragon was actually just a giant, like, he sucked. He didn't really do anything that good. I was expecting when he came up out of the water that he was going to annihilate everybody, but he really wasn't. He was just there to be a cool looking dragon. That was kind of it. But if you remember, like, when the big demon dude grabs him and he starts sucking his soul out, it's like he's sucked out 90% of his soul, and then the dragon dude or the big demon dude died. Like, so what happened to that whole percentage that got sucked? Like, is he cool now just having 10% of his soul? He's fine. But that's something
Like
that they
Voldemort.
Yeah, it's something that's in movies that I find it stupid the way that they do that. Like, I would think, like, all right, if you killed somebody and then you could absorb their soul or something, that makes more sense. But like, they're sucking his soul out. He's not dead, but he eats like 90% of the thing's soul, and then it stopped. Like when you're downloading like a video game and your computer shuts off, you got to restart the whole thing. It's fucking stupid.
That's
So-
just downloading his soul.
Yeah, like I find that.
Drop right back to 90%. That 90%'s gone. You got to go back to 1.
So like I find that was really my only gripe in the whole movie. That and the dragon was a pansy. I really wish the dragon would have come out and just whipped fucking ass. I was expecting that, but they didn't, because I know, huh?
The folklore is the dragon is the reason why they won the first time.
Yeah.
And then this time he's getting his ass kicked 100%, where it's like the rapper to shoot an arrow at him.
Yeah. It was very, I thought that was kind of dumb. They just had him there for looks. But other than that, it was a great movie. The end credit scene, I was more intrigued by that because of the Hulk than.
I was going to say that. Let's dive into it.
Yeah, the Hulk, he's there, but he's not green. He's normal fucking
Bruce Banner Hulk.
Yeah, he's back to normal. So I'm wondering what they're gonna do. Huh?
His arm's still in a sling, but you can tell it has recovered.
So I'm wondering what that's. I'm assuming he's got to play a part in. Who else was there with him? There was somebody else there with him.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm wondering I wonder how much of.
Yeah, it wasn't War Machine.
Yeah.
I
Wait.
think so.
Somebody was there talking with them.
Yeah, I'm wondering
In
how
person.
much of that scene is going to play a part in the multiverse of madness. I'm assuming like a lot of these characters all got to be involved in that one film again, or if they're going to extend.
Doctor Strange one.
Yeah, or if they're going to extend past it. Isn't Wanda in the? She's involved in it too.
WandaVision.
So I mean, I'm wondering how much of what's going on right now is going to connect all into that movie, or I mean, even going beyond. Like you can't have Hulk there and not be green and just fucking forget about it. Like that'd be a giant plot hole. So
Yeah, he'll probably show up at some point.
Yeah,
I think
He
that's all
does.
that's guarantees.
They've already announced it.
Oh, okay.
Like
What did they?
they got She-Hulk.
Yep.
They've done the trailer for She-Hulk.
oh,
and
did
he's
they?
in the trailer, and he doesn't have a cast on at all.
Ooh.
He's normal.
I
Isn't
didn't know they did
She-Hulk a
trailer for
lawyer?
another movie already.
Yes, She-Hulk's a lawyer. It's a woman.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
It's gonna be a TV show.
A lawyer drama?
Those are
Probably.
good
Sorry,
good shows.
I'm multitasking. I think I hear a child upstairs crying.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that looks fine too. She's got a nice ass. What it looks like. But no, I like because it's got the 10 rings and nobody even knows anything about him, like where it came from, and basically, like I feel like that ties into Eternals. Like I feel like in Eternals they probably explain it, but I don't know because I haven't seen the movie.
Mhm.
Guess
I
we'll
kept
have
making
to see it.
I kept making Sonic references during 10 Rings because they collect the rings, and then if they get hit, the rings fly out, like in Sonic.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Pokemon was easiest just because the Ninetales sitting behind it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like the creatures. They were cool.
Yeah.
Cool CG creatures, the little like the lion guys and stuff. They didn't really do anything.
No, they didn't.
I think they kind of went really ambitious with their fantasy world for how much time they spent. They probably could have scaled it down a little, but whatever.
Oh, just because they're there don't mean they have to help out. Think of all the Pokemon
No,
movies.
I
All
mean,
these
like
big
the whole,
threats, not all the Pokemon jump in.
there's like a whole universe they were describing.
Yeah,
they didn't
and like
really-
I like the one they're the village, and they're like, yeah, we got like this super advanced city down the river,
Yeah.
and it's like okay, like that
Yep.
was it. That was conversation about it.
Yep.
Cool. It was
Why
like
don't they
Wakanda.
use that technology?
Yeah,
To fight a giant demon, you would think.
yeah. You guys are just sitting on their balconies. Oh, the Johnsons are at it again.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
watching the mind suckers coming out, soul suckers.
get your soul condoms. Don't want your
Yep.
souls to leave.
Pack your umbrella for work today, honey.
Hmm. Right.
What about Hawkeye? So, who has seen Hawkeye? All 3 episodes of Hawkeye.
I have.
You, the what shirt?
Is this
Age.
wait? Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't have notes for this one. I literally have Hawkeye with a note, but nothing written. But I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see.
How it's
I have
connected
some
to the
complaints.
Netflix universe.
What?
How I love how it's connected to the Netflix Marvel universe.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Oh, how?
Technically, Kingpin was in it, if you really think about it. For one, the leader of the gang, that is Kingpin's daughter.
Oh, really?
When she was at the Kung Fu
Wilson
fight,
Fisk's daughter.
yes,
Huh.
and like that face comes on her chin to like pick up her head. That was Kingpin. And
I
there's
didn't
been
know
talk
that.
of Daredevil being in the new Spider-Man movie,
Cool.
but yeah, like
I like the Defenders.
I never saw Defenders. I've only seen all of Daredevil and some of
The actual Defenders wasn't very good, but 3 out of the 4 like origins were really good. I liked Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and Daredevil.
Jessica Jones was good. I wanted to watch, but anyways, yeah. Anywho, it was episode 3.
Okay.
Oh, and like the first 5 seconds of episode 3 is the lady Hawkeye just grinding.
Haley Atwell, I think her name is.
Like grinding her sword or arrows to sharpen them.
If you pop in episode 3 right now,
To
first
shop,
5
pop
seconds.
in the disc.
Check it out.
I guess I'm gonna have to go watch Hawkeye now.
1000%. It's not what you think, but oh man, does it look like it?
Huh. Okay.
She's strapped to like a carnival machine.
Oh yeah.
And like literally though, it's just her. She even does like the head too. And like,
Jeremy Renner's there too.
Yeah, it was really weird with my daughter on my lap. But anyways.
Okay.
Don't worry, Kyle. It wasn't the oldest.
Okay. I'm gonna just say what I'm gonna say then. Transition into Kyle's statement. It reminds me a bit of Arrow, like the way the plots are written and stuff. If Arrow was better.
By Marvel.
Probably because there's arrows, because it's archers and stuff.
I see.
But
I don't see it at all, but I'll listen to it.
But yeah, it's a lot of drama and fun action scenes and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have complaints about Falcon and Winter Soldier that kind of aren't really happening yet, but they might happen. Where there's
I like this better than that.
Yeah, so far I think I do too. But yeah, we'll see. I think it's got a good base so far. I don't know how many episodes there's going to be even.
6. That's it. We're already halfway through.
Okay.
It's technically
Sean.
a Christmas show. Yes, you with the no chin.
Did Hawkeye go back to his normal hair instead of his stupid faux hawk he had in Endgame? Yeah. Okay, good.
He's aged a lot.
Okay.
A lot. He's got a hearing aid, which the backstory to him having a hearing aid in the comics is that he had mind control. So he put a sonic arrow in his mouth, and he partially lost hearing.
Okay. I didn't.
Are you watching the beginning of episode 3, Ricky?
Yeah, it's starting up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna be like, oh my god,
it's almost there.
I like it better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I enjoy the fight scenes. Is it a lot of fight scenes? No. But like the first season of Arrow, literally he's killing everybody.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's comically fighting people.
There's
like literally
this is a freaking sorry.
He used a Pym arrow, which I like that being a callback to other superheroes, to make an arrow bigger, and a giant fucking arrow goes through the Manhattan Bridge.
Yeah.
So it's like I enjoy that kind of stuff. Or they got slime on the one guy's windshield wiper, so he runs into a tree. Like that typical stupid 90s. So like it to me, that's why I said it was Arrow if Marvel made it. It made it family oriented, and DC is a darker universe, and Arrow fit DC. Arrow got really drawn out, but as far as first 6 episodes go, Arrow are great. So hopefully Hawkeye will be.
Lots of cool trick arrows. And there's a whole scene where it's very dramatic. There's music that's super dramatic. The camera angles and lighting are super dramatic, and they're LARPing. They're just fighting each other with foam swords.
Oh yeah, that was a fun scene. That was a fun
cool.
scene. How was it so far, Ricky? It's just
They're in an elementary school. That's the beginning.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
So you're lying?
I was wrong. I forgot they had to do the whole backstory of the chick. That's technically you're gonna see a hand of Kingpin. Yes, John.
Does Hawkeye sing in this?
No, but there's a lot of people. It's
because one
first episode.
The
Hawkeye
chick
sings.
The chick, she is a professional singer. But so is Jeremy Renner now. He is a country
Got a band.
artist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a band for like 5 years.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was just curious.
He was in a Jeep commercial, and his band was the one that did the music to it.
Yeah. I was just
I could
curious with
see-
them two both
There
being
was singing.
musicians.
Yeah, I could
The
totally
very
see
first
the
episode,
show.
there's-
There's some absurdity in the show, so I could see him doing something with the singing and just playing it off. But we'll see. Not yet. Nothing yet.
Because if there isn't singing, I'm not going to watch it.
They're singing. There's
Okay.
Steve Rogers the musical in episode 1,
Yeah.
and you can tell he's still dealing with losing Black Widow. Then he
Yeah.
goes, "That guy wasn't in it. Ant-Man wasn't in the Battle of New York City, but he was."
Speaking
Kinda,
of call back to that, the end credit scene of Black Widow. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah, that chick. She's doing something, and I don't know what. I don't know her enough to know what she's doing. She's in the end of Black Widow, end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I feel like she was in something else.
But
Chick from
apparently,
Seinfeld.
what's her name? Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
apparently, Yolana is working with her, and then here's your next target, and she gives him the picture of Hawkeye,
Yeah.
the guy that killed your sister.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That they're building a story, and before it was just she was in another Disney Plus series. I can't remember what it was, but that's what it was. She was just at the ends of all these Disney Plus series, and then she goes into the Black Widow. And while that was supposed to be Disney Plus, then it was theaters, then it wasn't, then it was. It eventually is a movie, not a series. So I'm curious, like, what's going on with all that stuff.
Yeah, where's this all going to tie in? But yeah, I just thought that was interesting that they're making her go after him.
Yes. So far, she's not in it. So maybe they'll do a call to it. I have no idea.
Cross it. There's a target on your back. This lady's after you.
Yeah, I enjoy the series. A lot of people don't, but like I told you guys playing video games, I think a lot of people are very eagerly waiting for the Spider-Man movie. That anything Marvel that isn't the Spider-Man movie is disappointing to them right now.
Right. Yeah, all deep down inside, I hope the Spider-Man movie just flops, so it shuts everybody up. Like, I hope none of the other Spider-Men are in it. That the rumors are. I hope Doc Ock doesn't have a big part at all, other than the scene on the bridge that they showed in the trailer. Like,
That might
just-
not even be in the movie.
yeah.
It might not be. See, okay, we'll get into that. In the trailer, none of us have seen it. We don't have to watch it.
I've seen 2 trailers that Doc Ock's involved. So
There was a great fan-made trailer where you actually see the other Spider-Man. But in the trailer, it says that they all die fighting Spider-Man. Right? We've seen that. We've heard him. Doctor Strange says that to Spider-Man. And he goes, "I can save him." I don't think that he's talking about the villains. I think he's talking about how all the Spider-Man die doing this. Or Mary Jane. They all die. Because so far, Tom Holland's Mary Jane, yeah, didn't the one in Tobey Maguire's, didn't she die somehow? I haven't seen those movies.
Usually
before,
Gwen
so-
Stacy is the one who dies.
Gwen Stacy's the one that died in the second one.
In the Andrew Garfield, I know
Second
that.
scene,
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
No, that was a fucking
I was
plot
like,
twist.
I was like, she's all right. She's okay. And then they're at a funeral. Like, she's just sleeping.
She died.
There was
She died.
I don't know if it was real or not. It was probably fake, but there was a TikTok that I saw. This woman bought little kids' party set. It was like plates and napkins and bullshit for her kid that was Spider-Man. And she's like, I don't think I was supposed to see this. And all of them were, it had Tom Holland, it had Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I don't know if it's real or not. Somebody said it was fake, but nobody knows. So like this was that's what I saw. I mean, the video was clearly real. The plates were real that I was looking at, and everything was on them. They were all the same picture. Tobey Maguire's got a long ass fucking gray beard in the picture, but who knows? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it'd be cool if they did that, especially after doing what the fuck it was, that cartoon. Like, it wouldn't
Into
surprise
the
me.
Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They just came out with a trailer for the second one.
Oh,
I'm
really?
excited about that.
But
Well,
yeah,
'cause then
my conspiracy, I do think that the Spider-Man die. I do think that they're in it. I think they die.
Good.
Where have all the good Spider-Men gone? They all died, apparently. So,
Yes.
sorry.
Which there have been some great fan-made trailers out there, and it's hard to be like you want it to be true, but then you say, yeah, it's probably fan-made. And I know from that first showing until when we go, Kyle, I can't be on TikTok. I can't be on it. There's gonna be spoilers all over the place. Like I remember for Endgame, I saw the LaShawn McCoy spoiler where he says that Tony Stark dies, and everybody wanted to kick him out of the town. Like I saw that, I got pissed at it. I knew he died before we saw Endgame, and it ruined it for me. But
When's the movie
movies-
come out? Is it out now?
17th?
December 17th, yeah.
Big movies make the internet into old eggs. It's just spoiled everywhere.
So don't talk to me until you see it once it comes out.
Are you going open tonight?
Oh,
Here
but I
you go.
can
We're
Google.
Kyle and-
That's
Google.
true. Oh my god, did you hear that Bruce Willis was actually Spider-Man the whole time? Spoilers.
Bruce Willis was Spider-Man and Doc Ock
Holy crap.
and Venom.
And he threw Alan Rickman off a building.
Alan Rickman. What?
Yeah, Die
Whoa.
Hard.
Oh, okay. Nice callback.
Yeah,
I haven't. Yeah, yippee-ki-yay. I actually haven't
Yeah,
seen that movie
I'm excited for
in
Spider-Man.
a long time. Yeah, same. Oh, what were we talking about?
Spider-Man.
I think you're not excited for Spider-Man.
I am. No, I just to shut everybody up because they're all like, "Oh my god!" And then you see all these videos like people analyzing the trailers and breaking out. See, he did this and that. There could have been a different Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I just go see the fucking movie.
I saw that
fuck!
too.
Like, look, somebody's catching him through the web through that portal. Well, he's shooting his web through the other fucking portal. What do you think it's his web
Yeah,
coming through? Like, duh.
That one was disproved very quickly.
But it's like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about a fucking trailer? Go watch the fucking movie. Don't know if any of it's gonna be fucking real. As you were saying,
I love
Marvel
it.
does this shit all the time.
I love trailers, though. I look forward to trailers left and right.
I haven't even seen the trailer. I just like Spider-Man.
Go see the fucking movie, you fucking
Yeah.
haters.
What movie was
It's
I
not
saw?
haters, we're lovers.
Not you guys. I'm talking about the other fucking people.
Well, those
I
guys
saw
just want-
I remember seeing a review of Endgame, and they were like, the movie was good, but it was full of spoilers. They just told us how the movie ended. It just kept every scene was like a spoiler for Endgame. It was awful. Okay, I didn't tell that joke very well.
Nope.
All right.
I mean, technically, Spider-Man's friend ruined Infinity War.
What?
You guys watch Infinity War, and Spider-Man needs a distraction. He says, "Give him a distraction." He goes, "We're all gonna die." Spoiler.
Goddamn. The fuck's his name?
Can't think of his name. He's the man in the chair.
Yeah. What the
Oh,
hell's
he's
his name?
great.
On this week's episode of Barely Benchwarmer.
Do you guys want to cut out? I think we could cut out the COD stuff. I think this is a hearty episode. We can do the
We
thing.
can save God for another night.
Yeah. Do you guys want to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier, or is there more Spider-Man stuff?
I feel like we did, man.
We did talk about Falcon, yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I just
Did you
say
have
what
something to
my?
say? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Marvel
I thought they needed more time. There were so many plots. They were trying to cram in there. There were themes out the wazoo. What I have a thing here. I liked the chemistry between Falcon and Winter Soldier was good. I like the main villain for a time, but then there's Zemo dancing. There's Carter, who's super predictable. Then there's themes of refugees, themes about dealing with trauma and past mistakes, themes about chasing power and how it leads to corruption, themes about race in America. And actually, I forgot about Isaiah Bradley until this point in my notes, and Isaiah Bradley was awesome, but he was glossed over in some ways. There's themes of brotherhood, and then there's a fishing boat, themes of mortgages. There's just too many things going on. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah, I agree. It was a lot, especially you dealt with race too, with Black Captain America.
That was intense.
Yeah.
I
enjoyed it, but yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess it kind of illustrates the hecticity of juggling everything plus having to be a normal superhero, a B-class superhero. It's almost like saying you're a professional Buffalo Bandit. Well, you still need to get a job. you don't get to just be a professional lacrosse player. You still gotta get a job. Fucking loser.
These lacrosse players go to the bank in their lacrosse gear,
texting wives and wanting their extra frosting on their cupcake. Go fuck yourself, right? What's going on?
Is there some drama there?
Nah, I'm just teasing. I don't care.
Okay.
He's a good looking dude. I'd suck his dick. So, anyways, what do we got next?
Next, we got my new favorite segment, Sean's Chin Scratchers. So, this is a segment we like to do where I come in with
chin itchy.
Where
my chin is really
all
itchy.
Of mine are.
Mine isn't. I don't have one, so we're good. Where I like to throw in some random questions for the week, or that I come up with, and you guys can come up with them too. And if anybody has any that they'd like to comment that we'd like us to discuss, please feel free to do.
Can I just say one instead of commenting at the end when you're done?
No, go ahead. What's your question?
Oh, do you want me to go first?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Can you do one first? I gotta find.
Okay. Well, this one will be good because this one kind of doesn't involve you. So there's been reports that Big Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, is going to announce his retirement at the end of the season. He's told some executives and former teammates and whatnot. So my question is to you guys: do you think Big Ben is a Hall of Famer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Even with his off-field incidences?
He's white. Yeah.
He was acquitted.
Okay.
Wasn't he?
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, right. There was nothing. You're talking about his rape charges and him almost dying in a motorcycle accident. Yeah. Yeah, he's white. He'll be all forgiven. Tom Brady's got all these asterisks next to his fucking Super Bowls. He cheated on the field. You think they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know about this number 12 guy.
Look at Brett Favre, but had some sexual assault allegations too. He's in. So
he sent a picture of his tiny penis to a woman.
Yeah, wasn't it Aaron Andrews?
I don't know who it was. Was it Aaron? Man, she got a lot of money from that stuff.
Yeah, a few different lawsuits.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think he is too, stats wise for sure. He's got, what is it, 2 or 3 Super Bowls?
2.
Is it Seahawks and Cardinals?
Yep. So I think
he's got the stats and the off-field stuff. Like who's really been impacted off the field? T.O. Who else?
Right.
Like
T.O. finally got in.
Yeah, and it first was, he was on a first ballot, and then it was, because of all the off-field stuff. So then he started antagonizing it himself too. So it's like off-field stuff. I don't think he plays a huge factor. And he's a quarterback in a passing era. He's white, nothing stuck. They're not even going to think twice about it.
Yeah.
Mike Vick might get in, and he was in jail.
I hope not.
But you're going to be like, oh, look at his rushing yards, his records, this and that, like what he meant to this organization for the, whatever, the Falcons. I was going to say Eagles. I know he played there, but obviously his main time was in Falcons. Like, I mean, he might get in.
Yeah, I mean, O.J. Simpson's in. He was technically charged for murder. Ray Lewis is in.
He murdered after he was in the Hall of Fame, though, didn't
Exactly
he?
that. Yes, and after his career was over.
Yeah, well, you gotta have your career over to get the Hall of Fame, yeah.
I know, but I'm saying he murdered after his career was over.
Yeah, he did not do that in his prime.
He was an actor at that point.
I mean, Jim Kelly's got off-field stuff too. His kid died.
Didn't he cheat on his wife?
Yeah, he's also a big asshole.
Yeah.
I love how it's like, oh my God, Jim Kelly's the best. You do realize he didn't want to play for you guys.
Yeah,
USFL he never would have been a Buffalo Bill. He fucking hated you guys.
Yep,
he only
he
came
did not want because he had
no
to.
other option.
Yep.
If XFL picked up like it did, if the AAF picked up like it did, he wouldn't be here. He'd be playing for the Salt Lake City Stallions.
Yep.
Fuck yourself.
Yep.
Called the Bickering Bills for the reason in the late 80s. But yeah.
Okay. I think you will too. All right, Kyle, what was your question?
My computer's so slow. This is not my question.
Oh.
Go to England. Head to restaurant for food. Watch is set to time zone of hometown. Ask someone what time it is. Time? What's that? Notice he doesn't have a watch. No one in England has a watch. Big Ben starts to chime. Everyone stops what they're doing to count the bongs on their fingers. Man crashes his car trying to count the bongs. Waitress drops my order on the floor to count on her fingers. Man running down the street. Oi, it's 7 bong.
Anybody else delayed? Is Kyle's voice delayed for me?
I can hear him, but his lips were obviously delayed.
Okay.
Oi, it's 7 bong.
I'm also delayed. Whoa. Holy crap.
The fuck was the point of that?
It's a copy pasta.
Based on true events.
I don't like it when Kyle's not on the show.
Yeah, nobody would have said that.
No. What? All right. So my question. All right. So there's an age, hypothetically, that you
12
could for
Just
sure
pubes started
be.
growing.
Okay. We'll see if that's true still. So there's an age.
I'll let
that
you know with my daughter.
You could fight the best fighter of that age group and win for sure. But there's an age that's not true. Like, I don't think I could fight the best fighter who is a 13. The best 13-year-old fighter in the world probably could beat me in a fight. But I could definitely beat up a baby. Like, there's no way. Even if it's like a obscenely beefy baby, I could just put my hand out in front of it.
Beat you up.
You think?
Yeah, all the baby has to do is throw up on you.
Oh no.
You don't like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I think a baby would just have to throw up on you.
Okay, but for you guys, what is the oldest age you think you could for sure win a fight against the best fighter?
There isn't.
I'd say like
fight-
10 years old, I could probably beat up.
Am I allowed
Really?
to wear a cup?
Good question.
I mean, they're going for the balls. You know that.
Well, what kind of
Ice.
fighting is it? Are you boxing?
Sanctioned
No,
fights.
just fucking street fight. Street,
fight?
Like, I feel
street
like
fight.
if I
Anything
hit
goes.
them if I hit him with a baseball bat, I could just all I gotta do is dodge their first move, hit him once with a baseball bat. Yeah, done. Just
I
fucking
was thinking
throw it.
like martial arts, but
Oh, that's it. Like,
You're thinking like UFC in the octagon?
sure. Why
oh
not?
yeah, 12-year-old. I don't care. Like, he could be stronger than me, but I got weight behind me. If I'm running full speed, if I get up to full speed with my fat ass, all I gotta do, he can hit me first. My lifeless body will fall and I'm gonna suffocate to death.
So wait, are you saying at like our current age right now?
Yeah,
To fight
yeah.
somebody at some age? Fuck, I'm fighting a 90-year-old.
That's a good point. Okay.
Very good.
I thought you were saying like, could I fight a 31-year-old, the best 31-year-old that's in the fighting, or do I have to
Yeah.
be 10 to fight a 10-year-old?
Don understood the assessment.
Yeah,
I was like, if I'm fighting at 31 years old, I'm fighting somebody that's in a fucking wheelchair. Like
the best 90-year-old fighter though. That could be
He
scary.
killed people. It was in World War II.
yeah,
I like Vietnam.
the greatest generation of all.
That's right. They beat their women and they're racist.
Yeah.
It's a different
Tell
time.
me I'm wrong. How am I wrong?
Oh, you're not wrong.
Very right.
There's terrible people back then.
They were.
Our standards, luckily, our standards have improved. We'll say
Great.
for
Give me a fucking sandwich, bitch.
Give me a beer.
Yeah.
all right, but yeah. So Sean's going for a 90-year. If it was a young person though, like what's you don't think you could beat up a 5-year-old?
Yeah, I could.
Okay. Jake said 12.
I think I do 12, yeah. Like I got
Okay.
height most likely on them, and I got weight. They get to have strength behind them, but like fat is heavier than muscle. So like I said, even if he knocks me out, if I'm running at him, my momentum will take me, knock him over. I'll pin him 1, 2, 3.
Fucking.
How many normal 7-year-olds do you think you could have to fight and kill before they killed you?
Sure.
No
Well,
weapons. It's
morally,
just you and
none.
your hands. If
I
you're
can-
like in a gymnasium with like 75 7-year-olds and they're all trying to beat you up, how many do you think you could take out before
I'm
they
so
take you
big.
down?
7-year-olds. So it's like how many of my oldest daughters?
Yeah, they
By the
want to kill
way-
you too, but I mean, they're just going to use their 7-year-old fists. They're probably going to bite you too, because little kids
Yeah,
do
they'll
that.
definitely bite and kick the shins.
Yeah, but I mean, how
I'm
many
not
you
worried
think you
about
could,
their fists.
yeah, how many think you could take out before they take you out?
I'm just trying to think, like, how many of my daughters can I kill? Probably
remember,
like
too,
25.
25? Like, they're not coordinated. It's not like they're
Yeah,
all
they're
going to band
not, and
together.
like they don't have oomph behind them.
Yeah.
Like, and they're scared of a lot of things. So, like
Honestly, you
my
could,
daughter, I would have to just pick her up, and she'd be scared. She's rendered useless, and I just throw her behind me.
I was saying, like, they don't weigh a lot. You could pick one up by
Love
the
it.
legs and just beat the other 7-year-olds with a 7-year-old.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
grab their ankles and spin.
Use their fidget spinners against them.
Yeah. Turn them into a fidget spinner.
Jake's comment. How many of my 7-year-old daughters can I kill?
And she's 7. She
I
hits
know,
me all the
but-
time.
But the fact that you use your daughter as a reference
It's a great reference.
Well, yeah,
I'm-
he's got,
I'm
I
living
mean,
it.
for you, sure.
yeah, he actually
This is
has
the-
something that he could, like,
Yeah.
yeah, so this is the
Train
comparison. I don't
with.
have a comparison.
Yeah, it's my frame of reference. I'm saying, Grace, you gotta get me stronger. Okay, Dad.
I gotta take out 75 of you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man.
That'd be
Yeah,
a cool
I mean,
VR
that's something.
simulator. I would simulate that in a VR simulator. Like in the future when you could do whatever you want inside fucking simulation domes and shit. I want to go fight a whole bunch of 7-year-olds. That'd be awesome.
Oh, okay. Weird.
If they're coordinated, though, you're screwed.
Oh, well, yeah, 75 of them.
Yeah.
How many raccoons tall is your 7-year-old?
Probably 4 or 5.
Okay.
Raccoons are big, man.
Like end to end?
I'm thinking, yeah, if we're doing like human raccoon centipede, like
No.
3.
Just standing on each other's shoulders in a trench
I'm
coat.
thinking like 2.5,
Okay.
probably maybe 3.
You ever seen a raccoon somersault?
I've seen one
No.
fall off a freaking tree and land on its head.
There you
The
go.
thud it made, I will always remember.
Did it get up?
It didn't move.
Oh.
I was
Rest in
doing my
peace.
paper route. Yeah,
Mhm.
rest in peace. It didn't rest, and it was not peaceful.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, while we're on disturbing subject, I'll do my question.
Oh God. Okay.
So, if you were given an opportunity to have a dildo put in your asshole, but every inch is $100,000
Oh,
right
whole
into your
thing.
bank account. Well, what's the whole thing? I'm not like it's like an endless dildo.
Oh, it's
Like,
just
if
an
you want,
endless dildo?
yeah, like you just put as many. Like I'm not saying you don't get like a fucking like one of those bullets that's like 3 inches. Then you're on, yeah, but you're getting some girth on it. So
Soda can girth. Yeah.
No, man, not soda can.
Okay. Red
But
Bull.
yes. Let's go with Red Bull. How many inches are we talking?
I mean, I don't know. I've never had something like that shoved in my ass, but I would, for $100,000 an inch, I would definitely try to fit as much up there as possible.
Like,
But I
what's
don't
the
know how much-
minimum where like I only got 3 inches? That's disappointing. What's disappointing?
Do they
Disappointing.
prorate?
I'd say anything under like.
The fact that Kyle is laughing gets me so excited for him. What's
Do they
going on in his
prorate
mind.
if you do half?
No,
that's
it's gotta
all.
be a whole thing. It's
This
not
guy,
like a
yeah,
soul.
yeah.
No
So you can't get
prorate.
a half an inch in. Kyle's like, I'll take 50 grand.
Oh.
Yeah. I would say
I'm just-
I gotta go at least $700,000. So 7
So
inches.
you're talking 7 inches.
Yeah, that would be my. If I didn't get, I could. If the pain was excruciating, I couldn't go on. Like 7. I could stop there and be like, all right, this is cool.
Because I asked this at work, and my example was, I would have somebody push me down, and if I say that's enough, that means push harder. I want at least $1 million. Anything less than $1 million, it's disappointing to me. It's 10 inches.
I also don't know how much can your own, because like even like it's not like the girth gets bigger, it's just gonna get longer. So there's at some point where it's not gonna fit inside of you. It's gonna do damage. That happened once in New York City with some police in a plunger. You can't do that. So like you gotta watch out, as you know, you can't hurt yourself. So I don't know how much my ass could take. It's a fun experiment, I guess. Just push until I could feel it tickle something on the inside, and then it's like, all right, boys, we got to stop here.
Yeah, well, push as much as you can in until I start choking.
Until I can feel it touch my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Shauner? What's your disappointment limit? I'll put it that way.
I don't know.
Kyle, you got one of mine?
I'm
probably
gonna
say- Probably say
recuse.
at least 5. If I can't get at least 5, I'd be disappointed. My smaller stature, I figure that would probably be a sufficient amount.
12, 17.
Whoa, it's 12. Jesus, Kyle.
Kyle, you got
What? Oh, sorry. I'm emailing somebody about
He's
a
got
date.
it, guys.
I know our next topic for Weeks of Our Lives. Hey, sister.
How much
Nope.
money would you have won?
If you were stuck in a dryer.
Wow.
Oh,
Got any other
brother.
questions, Sean?
Yep, I got 3 more. 1 second. I'm hearing these crazy rumors going around that something about there may be no work tomorrow, so I'm trying to text a few
Oh,
people to
shit.
find it out.
I have to work tomorrow.
That's a rumor here
I
too.
do too. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Your wife is already trying to get you to be laid off until next July.
Yeah, well, she's mad. She finally confessed that she's mad at me about it. Where she's like, I just wish that I could be like. She's like, I'm jealous and I don't want to be. Like, I understand that you're jealous. I've been off since my last day that I worked was February 5th, and I've been paid a full
100%.
paycheck every week since then.
Yes.
I understand that you're jealous. You know, it happens. I wish she could be off. That'd be awesome. We were just off all the time, go anywhere we want, be fucking bitching. But somebody's got to work in this family.
Shucks.
All right.
Yeah, you
So-
might not legally be able to have a job. I don't know how that works. With the,
What?
are you
Can't
allowed
have
to
a
get another
job?
job? Like, is that moonlighting
it-
or?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I cannot get
that's-
another job. If I get another job, then I don't get paid by.
It doesn't get
The
unemployment.
It voids your
Yeah.
unemployment.
So it's like you're better
And then
off
you-
not working.
And then you don't get sub pay from the union.
That's
so.
the huge.
I'm pretty
flaw
sure as
that's
well,
within our government.
I would also not get. I think I would. I would assume that I would also lose my
Your
health
benefits.
insurance and all that. So I mean, it's
You
like
would.
no,
Yeah.
no
That's
point in me
it.
going to get a job.
Yeah.
There's such a work shortage, and that's why it's more beneficial to not even work.
Yeah. People are making
I'm
more
very-
money staying at home.
I feel
Yeah,
like that's a rare case with the the factory shut down. But yeah, I don't know.
You
haven't
do
seen
realize
s-
there's a term taking advantage of the system for a reason.
Okay,
People do this all the time.
Yeah.
Feels
I haven't
feels
seen
good.
statistics.
Food stamps, all that
Yep,
stuff.
welfare, all that. Yep.
Yep.
If I could get food
Disability,
stamps.
workman's comp.
I
All right, back to my questions. All right, so when you guys wash your hands, do you put soap on first or you put water on first?
Water.
it
I
depends
do
on the
soap.
soap.
I do soap and then water. I turn the water on, squirt of soap, and then back under the water.
Water on, quick flyby under the water, soap.
I just put the soap directly in the sink and then rinse it down with water. No,
Every bathroom is a bubble bath after you're in it.
yeah, it's pretty cool. No, I think with the foamy soap especially, I like to just use the soap. Like, the
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, if you're talking the foamy stuff, yeah, you don't need it. But if you're talking gel, you do need it.
oh yeah.
I have run into that multiple times walking into like a restaurant bathroom because I put soap and then I do water. And if it's the foamy soap, just out of habit, I'll run it
Gone.
underwater and then it's just gone. Like, I got to get more soap now.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Kyle. You have to attack it differently depending on which it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's a bar of soap, no water at all, just rub it really hard.
That gets so sticky.
I was just saying, burning your your layers of skin off. Pretty much.
Right? Just fucking
It'll
scraping it off.
It'll kill all the bacteria though.
That's it. Whatever was dirty on that layer is gone.
Why?
What?
What do you do, Sean?
Oh yeah, I got more. I do soap first.
Okay.
Yeah, even with the foam, regardless, or with the gel or the liquidy stuff. All right, so my next question is: a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
I've been in this debate before and I can't remember. How do you define a sandwich?
There is an actual definition, and by definition, I've heard that it is technically a sandwich.
Yeah, could be
In
considered an
my
open face.
mind, it's not a sandwich.
No, I agree.
Hey,
No, it's in its
I-
own classification. It's just like I don't consider a sub to be a sandwich.
really?
Oh, see, I do. A sub, I do,
I do.
but like a burger, I don't consider to be a sandwich.
I do.
Why not?
All right, yeah. I guess I don't know. I think of a burger as a burger. I'm not going to the sub shop to get a burger. I'm not going to the sandwich shop to get a burger.
Okay.
Yeah, you're also not going to the pizza place to get pasta, but sometimes you do.
True.
Yeah, but that pasta isn't considered pizza.
Well, right, yeah, that's fair. I
So
don't know.
guess I would define a sandwich by what's in it rather than, or even, I mean, like even
How it's
'cause
assembled.
even like, yeah, because even like, I don't know, like
You
even
assemble a peanut butter and jelly sandwich differently than you would with a ham sandwich.
yeah, but I guess it goes by I mean, a burger is hot. I mean, what is? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a hot sandwich. Like, well, a grilled cheese,
I've
I
had
suppose.
they call it a chicken sandwich.
That to me, I guess, depends more on the bread. When I think of sandwich, it's sliced bread. If it's on a bun, then it's not. Which I mean, I've never consumed sandwich shit inside of a burger bun. So
My
My
Anna
definition
came
of
to
a sandwich would
what?
define a hot dog, and that's what pisses me off. And that's just like some type of protein or some type of condiment that can be used in bread. And technically, that would be a hot dog too. But a hot dog is just not.
A
I
hot
don't
dog,
care.
okay.
it's not a
To
sandwich.
me,
No,
That's also how you eat. I think that's probably the best way. Is if you need like two hands to eat it, like that's if you can hold it like that, not just. That doesn't
Yeah.
work for me.
I mean protein inside of
Hmm.
bread. That's a terrible definition because then a beef Wellington would be a sandwich. So
Hot
let's just calm down. Like, huh?
pie is a sandwich.
You don't know what a beef Wellington is? It's
Ravioli.
It's a hunk of beef
It's gotta be
that's
open
wrapped
faced.
in dough, and then you bake. So it's a bit.
It's
It's
a
a hunk of
sandwich.
meat inside of that's wrapped in bread. It's inside of bread, so it would be a sandwich. So no, that's not. To me, it's more. Yeah, how it's assembled, what's in it. I don't really
Well,
consider-
I think of it as a sandwich. Can you pick beef Wellington up with your hands and eat it normally?
Yeah, you can. Do you? No. You look
Okay.
like a fucking asshole in a restaurant.
All right. That's
Yeah.
is it proper etiquette. So I think if it's a sandwich, it's something that I could pick up and eat. But like along your point too with the hot. I mean, yes, I know there's like hot sandwiches and whatnot, but I think of like when I think of a sandwich, I think of like cold cuts or deli cuts or peanut butter and jelly or but yeah, I mean
What about a
technically you could-
calzone?
No, that's
No.
calzone.
That's a
No, it's got to
calzone.
be open. It's got to be open.
Okay. All right.
So the actual definition of a sandwich
Yes.
is an item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal, which has got nothing to do with it.
What? That seems so specific. You can have a heavy sandwich.
Well, yeah, even
Well, like,
that, like a light meal. Then you wouldn't consider a burger as a sandwich because that's not a light meal.
People
For some
consider
people, it
chicken
might be.
wings an appetizer.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
people are fucked up.
Well, just saying.
Those people, they don't know the definition of a sandwich. We
No.
do. So then a hot dog then is that 2 pieces of bread? Because it's like still connected at the bottom.
I was
Then
gonna say, if
technically-
it was a burger.
It's
Technically,
perforated.
Burger
technically,
buns are connected.
well, they separate. They're separated.
They're not.
Yeah,
meant
but then
to.
it gets all fucked up. You know how hard
Yeah.
it is to eat a hot dog with a separated bun?
Oh, that's the worst. But
All the beans
technically-
fall out.
Technically, there's sandwiches that are called open face sandwiches, where the bun is
Yeah.
together. So is a hot dog an open face sandwich?
No, because an open faced sandwich I always thought was just a piece of bread at the bottom and then the shit. There's no top piece of bread. I don't get the point of that. That's like eating. I don't know.
Oh, I always just declared it as like it was something stuffed inside a hot dog bun.
Okay.
Never know.
Like take a hoagie roll and cut it like you're cutting it like a hot dog, fill it full of steak or whatever, and it's an open face steak sandwich.
We'll never know. Just like
We'll
it's a
never
burger.
know.
Everyone's got
Alright.
bread.
I don't. I'm out of bread at the moment.
I don't know if I do.
I got
Nobody-
Italian.
Well, you
You
know what?
guys have bread?
Guess what? They don't sell
Alright.
Italian. They don't sell Italian bread in Texas.
No, Italians. They got to go back to where they came from.
Yeah, they don't sell like Italian bread. It's white. That's all we have down here. White,
That's
whole
sad.
grain, or wheat.
Do they have baguettes?
This is when Samuel L. Jackson, or not Samuel, Morgan Freeman comes over, some other guy. He goes, that is not all they had down there.
Huh.
All right, I got one more question. This one, little
Hmm.
bit of a mind fuck for you guys. So hopefully your guys' families don't watch this, but so
They don't.
Oh.
there's going to be a terrorist attack in a major city that you know about, and you can inform the government, but the terrorists will.
Nice being able to see everybody. It was fun coming back from the hiatus before YouTube takes us down talking about terrorist attacks.
Oh, fuck them.
This
You
is
know
all
how I'm
very
gonna do it then?
hypothetical.
I'm fine with it. We'll see. I doubt they even fucking pay attention. to us. Go
Nobody
ahead.
watches our shit.
We're not like encouraging anything or talking about
Yeah.
a real event. This is a what if. What would you do?
Okay, I might make it a real event. Like not like that. I might make it based off of a real event.
Never mind. I'm not going to ask the question. Goodbye, everybody.
No, ask. I want to know. I have.
You want to know what
thoughts.
terrorist thing Jake's gonna try to recreate? Oh no.
Something from 2001 too soon.
Ask the question, Sean.
I don't. It probably is. Pompeii.
Okay,
We'll go with Pompeii.
Yes,
Pompeii
that
wasn't
one-
a terrorist attack.
Volcanoes hated him
They did. Yes.
for having gay sex on my hills.
Oh my God.
Sean, what's the question?
If you're having a terrorist attack,
Scratch that chin.
what would you do while watching Roadhouse?
What terrorist activity?
Oh, okay. So my
Sometimes I
question-
sneeze and I terrorize my
God damn
cat.
it, Kyle.
All right, never mind. Questions done.
No.
Go.
Have a good night.
No, I need to know.
All right. So
Just in case this gets cut out, bye everybody. Bye YouTube.
you know about a terrorist plot that's going to happen. Regardless, you know it's going to happen. And if you tell the government, the terrorists are going to kidnap and kill your family. So what do? Not tell and save your family, or tell and lose your family?
Not tell.
Yeah, we talking like
Depends on which family.
London subway exploding, or are we talking like 9/11?
Major U.S. city.
So you're talking all of our family, like all my cousins, or just you're talking my parents and my
We'll say your immediate family. So your parents, your brother, sister, your wife, your children.
I feel like there's
No, I
absolutely
wouldn't
no
tell.
way I could accidentally stumble upon a terrorist plot.
The terrorists
Without-
the terrorists came to you and told you.
Well, that's stupid of them.
Yeah, it's very not.
Just-
So
All
they
right.
know.
But
So
yeah.
they would know
Hey,
if
it's
you
just not
told the
just
government.
one person in Western New York.
They would know if you told the government because
Ah.
they told you. So they're coming after
Okay.
you.
Hmm.
Wouldn't say anything, and it's not that it's so I hope thousands of people die. It's the government wouldn't believe you.
No.
So at least you're protecting your family. Where you could tell the government your family dies because they know that you told the government no matter what. And then thousands of people still die.
Yeah. Yep.
I think there's a way you could, I don't know a lot about how the government does stuff, but there's a way that the government would like, make sure that everyone's safe before. But I don't know. That sounds like movie magic, not reality. So, and it's a what if
Everybody's dying no matter
question.
what.
So
They're listening to us now. Like,
yeah, just
Yeah,
joke
what would
about
you
it.
do, government?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. They message in the chat right here.
I got a text message from the FBI.
Yeah.
Cool. I think Zoom is owned by a Chinese company, by the way.
I'm not surprised. They own everything.
Communist.
That's a tough one though. Depends on the family.
I told you. Your, your
Oh,
sister, your dad, your mom, if you had children.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm selfish. I probably.
Alicia.
Yeah,
family?
definitely. I'm selfish.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think
I would definitely talk about it on a podcast as if it were a hypothetical though.
yeah, everything has been hypothetical. Just I'm
So-
not allowed on planes anymore.
Oh no.
Well, if I can't fly home in 2 weeks, guys, you know why.
All right.
That's all I got. Those are my questions. Anybody that
All
got anything else? Anybody have any questions they want us to talk about or ask? Feel free, send them in the comments. Let us know.
Oh yeah. We got to give him a thing to comment. Comment your favorite color or something. I don't know.
No, I'd have them ask us. Have us to ask
Sorry.
a question on the show.
I'm
That's the whole
tired. I'm
Give
sorry.
them something. We gotta give them something to comment. Yeah, let's do what Sean just said. How about
Let's do
that?
it. Just ignore everything I've said today and do what Sean says. All right. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.